One of a doubleheader. We've just got one here against the Hobbs Eagles. Last district matchup, as we are about to have the anthem, I believe. Hobbs coming into the game 7-14, coming off a 4-0 victory over Roswell on Tuesday. And Roswell coming into the game 8-12 after that loss earlier in the week. All right, we will pause here for the playing of the national anthem. All right, we're just about set to go. We're going to go over starting lineups for the Roswell Coyotes. Leading off and playing shortstop will be number 10, Jacob Palomino. Batting second and playing center field will be Davian Dominguez, number 8. Batting third and playing third base will be number 13, Joaquin Bolaños. Batting cleanup and pitching will be number 15, Luke Lynn. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 18, Elias Lujan. Batting sixth and playing right field will be number 4, Jace Griffin. Batting seventh and playing left field will be number 6, Adrian Lucero. Batting eighth, playing second base will be number 12, Savino Sanchez. And behind the plate, hitting ninth will be the catcher, number 2, Diego Villa. And for Hobbs, see if we have time to get that lineup in. Leading off playing center field will be number 7, Juan Camacho. Hitting second, playing second base will be number 6, Christian Montez. Hitting third and catching will be number 13, Jaden Hernandez. Batting fourth and pitching today will be number 4, Jackson Gaston. Hitting fifth, playing first base will be number 21, that's Cole Kesner. Hitting sixth will be the shortstop, number 5, Jason Fuentes. Hitting seventh will be the third baseman, number 17, Tristan Montez. Hitting eighth and playing right field will be number 8, Luke Parrish. And in the 9 hole will be the left fielder, number 14, that's John Curtis. Exciting game on Tuesday, kind of a pitching duel until Hobbs broke it open in the 6th when they loaded the bases and then hit a grand slam. Proved to be the only scoring in the game as the Coyotes fell 4-0, and we are ready to go with Camacho ready to hit against Luke Lynn. Luke Lynn leading the team in several categories, most importantly strikeouts, where he's among the leaders in the state. And foul ball straight up, but Villa could not find it. So it'll just be strike one. It's going to be hard to find a ball in the air today, no matter the situation. Wind is picking up our trailer and trying to move it around, but we're fortunate to have a trailer. And another foul ball back to the screen, and Camacho's in an 0-2 hole. And Luke Lynn, who I mentioned, leads the team in strikeouts and among the leaders in the state in that category, above 50. Here's the 0-2. Foul back again, so 3 pitches, 3 foul balls. Here's another 0-2 to Camacho, and he hits this ball into shallow left field. It's going to drop in for a hit. Oh, and it's booted into center field. And that is going to be a single and an 2-base error on the little blooper. Should have just been 1 bag, but Lucero boots it, and Dominguez was backing him up, so there was no one in center field to get it. So that's going to be a 2-base error on Lucero. And right off the bat, Hobbs has a runner at third. Nobody gone. Here's Christian Montez. And there's the first ball thrown by Luke Lynn. Montez playing second base today. That's foul back for strike 1. Counts even at 1-1. And now time called by Luke Lynn as gust got him. Expect some pitchers to lose their lids here. Ooh, there's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Lynn. Lynn 7 pitches in, 6 of those for strikes. And here's the ball hit to the shortstop, and it will be a 6-3 putout. Palomino ranging to his left, throws over to Elias Lujan, but it will also be an RBI as the run scores. No play at the plate for Camacho. So 1-0 Hobbs here in the early going, 1 out. And it will be the catcher, Jaden Hernandez, at the plate, and he's going to foul the first pitch back. Hobbs been pretty aggressive here at the plate, as Luke Lynn is throwing a lot of strikes. There's a ball down from Lynn. And a ball up. So 2-1, the count now to Hernandez. On a miserable day for baseball here at our yard on the campus of Roswell High School. If you chose to stay home and watch, you were smart. Swing and a miss from Hernandez, evens the count at 2-2. Just misses inside on the low pitch. Makes it full count. And foul back as he just gets a piece of that off-speed pitch. And stays alive up there. Payoff pitch coming from Lynn. And it hit him, I believe. And Lynn thinks he leaned into it. But it will be hit by a pitch, and Hernandez to first. Lynn arguing that at the very least he didn't try to get out of the way, but courtesy runner over at first is going to be Urahara, I believe. It's hard to see the number, but that's who did it yesterday, or Tuesday, I should say. And to the plate is Gaston. Swing and a miss, strike one. Gaston, the opposing pitcher today. Haven't seen him yet, but will shortly. 1-0 Hobbs, 1 out, 1 on, and 1 strike to Gaston. And here's a shot foul towards the home dugout. Strike 2. The 0-2 is way up. Gets away from him a bit. Good job by Villa to go up and get it. Keep the runner at first. If you're just tuning in, do not adjust your screen. It's not a bad feed. That's how it really looks out here. And here is a pop fly. And it is in fair territory, and the catch made over at third by Bolaños. Tough play in this high wind. That ball was hit foul, and then the wind blew it back fair. But Bolaños did a good job staying under it for out number 2. Urahara stays at first. And Kesner, the first baseman, number 21, to the plate with 2 gone. And there's a ball foul territory, but it should be out number 3 by Lujan, and it is. So, Coyotes do allow 1 run to come across. But that is it. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 20 pitches. Roz will have top the order up when we come back. That's Palomino, Dominguez, and Bolaños. KSVPTV.com.
Our new business solution is providing an amazing Wi-Fi experience. Frankie's Cafe is booming more than ever. I'm here, undercover, to check it out.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi. Would you mind taking a video I can upload to TikTok?
Oh, this happens a lot. Sure, I'm a TikTok guy. You can add different music.
Oh, no, I meant, can you take a video of us?
And that's called a photo.
All right, welcome back to a windy, dusty our yard on the campus of Roswell High School. Roswell taking on the Hobbs Eagles in this second district matchup this week. And Roswell allows 1 run to come across in the top of the first. And now they'll get their chance to try to even it up here against Jackson Gaston, the senior. He's on the bump for the Eagles. And we'll see how the Eagles do defensively, provided the Roswell Coyotes can get the bat on the ball here in these less than ideal conditions. And here we are ready to go with Palomino. Try to get some stats up where I can see them. Not going to be easy, but I'm going to try it. Palomino's only played in 6 games this year because of coming in late from basketball and then an injury in just his second or third game, I believe it was. But he is hitting .400 in limited at-bats, 15 plate appearances. Sorry, 20 plate appearances, 15 at-bats. Has already driven in 5 runs with a home run in that limited time. And he's hit this one deep. This got a chance up in the wind. And it is gone. Jacob Palomino gets one up in the breeze. And that one is gone. Home run to center field for Jacob Palomino, his second of the year, and that now leads the team, tie with Davian Dominguez, who will get his chance right now to retake the lead. Palomino going deep, all smiles, ties the game. And now the Coyote hitters are chomping at the bit a little bit here. And this will be Davian Dominguez, the junior. He leads the Coyotes in batting average, plate appearances, runs scored, triples, and home runs. Hitting .397. He scored 21 runs. Way up. Ball 2. Two pitch is low and away for ball 3. Kind of think Dominguez is taking here. He's pretty picky at the plate anyway. Oh, I missed a strike in there, so it's going to be 3-1 now. First pitch was a called strike, and I missed it. I apologize. Ball 4, so Dominguez is on board. He also leads the team in stolen bases with 9, so we'll see if he can work his way across there. But to the plate is going to be Joaquin Bolaños. Joaquin leads the team in hits with 24, just one ahead of Dominguez, hitting .353 with 9 RBIs. Also leads the team in with 6 doubles. And they would love to have one of those doubles right here. Swing and a miss. As he's fooled by the off-speed pitch. Decent crowd here despite the windy conditions here at our yard. Coyotes in need of a district win here. There's a pitch up high for ball 1. One count, nobody gone. There's a swing and foul back for strike 2 for Bolaños. One-two pitch from Gaston. And that ball is hit high in the air. And second baseman is going to range over and make the play. Once again, anything hit in the air is dangerous. Montez did a good job, and Dominguez a good job going a little short of halfway and getting back so he doesn't get doubled up. So 1 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And we'll have the cleanup hitter Luke Lynn, the pitcher. Luke hitting .282 on the season, 20 hits, and 6 RBIs. First pitch is up high for a ball. Dominguez with good speed, as I said, leads the team in stolen bases. And here's a shot hit to the third baseman. They're going to try to get 2 here, but it will not be in time. And pulled the first baseman off anyway. So ground ball to Fuentes. Gets the out at second, but not in time. So the fielder's choice will be out number 2, and Elias Lujan, who leads the team with 19 RBIs this season and a .317 average. His production been a pleasant surprise. Well, not sure. I'd say it's a surprise to the coach since coach's dad, but certainly happy with the production he's getting from Elias. Courtesy runner over at first is the sophomore Noah Jones-Witt. First pitch is up high for a ball. Lujan with a home run this season. That ball is down. Jones-Witt going to have to hurry, and he's going to say he just makes it. Probably needs to slide a little more inside there, but he didn't know where the ball was coming. So ball 2 and a stolen base by Jones-Witt gets him in scoring position for Lujan. 2-0 count to Elias. So he can be picky here. Curveball misses outside, so 3-0. Got to think Elias is taken here. Jace Griffin awaits in the on-deck area. Called strike there, taken all the way. So now a chance hitters count. Gaston delivers. Outside ball 4, so runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Jace Griffin to the plate. Jace hitting .304 this season. 14 hits, 9 runs, 7 RBIs. Gaston up to 19 pitches. Called strike on the inside part of the plate to the left-handed hitting Griffin. A 1 pitch, swung on. Nope, they're going to say foul ball. So runners can't go as it gets away from the catcher, but strike either way. And now 0-2 to Griffin. Gaston shakes off the first sign. Now he has what he wants. And time called by the hitter. Lucero would be next. Ball inside. Good eye from Griffin. Both these teams needing to finish very strong in district play to try to get a chance at a 15 or 16 seed in the state tournament. Called strike 3 ends the inning. Roswell does even it up though. They get 1 run on the home run by Jacob Palomino. And 23 pitches for Gaston. Hobbs will have Fuentes, Montez, and Parrish up when we come back. After 1, it's 1-1. KSVPTV.com.
Viernes 25 de abril. Tiempo de vencer. De Roswell, Nuevo México. Trae para ti. Agrupación solicitada por la raza. Secreto. Grupo secreto.
Este amor secreto que quema fuego lento.
Un punto amanecer.
Y si tu amor no vuelve, me toca conformarme con fotografías.
Con ellos, el origen norteño. El origen norteño.
Sinceramente yo te juro que te amo.
Los consentidos del norte de Ciudad Juárez. Los consentidos del norte.
Un saludazo para toda la gente de Chihuahua.
cita es el viernes 25 de abril. Preventa especial limitada, solo $40. Puertas abren desde las 8 de la noche. Compra tus boletos de preventa en Encanto del Cener, el Churro Bar, La Costita y en Artesia, Paletería Brenducci. Evento para todas las edades.
All right, welcome back to blustery Roswell High School. As we move the camera outside, we're just foregoing this. You know, there's no stopping us now. Here we go. Luke Lynn on the mound against Jason Fuentes. First pitch is away for ball one. We remove one layer of dust from the table here. Here's a foul ball. Looks to be out of play back towards us. Evens the count at 1-1. Trying to get myself a new windshield. I've got one that's a little chipped up. I need to replace it, so it's parked over there in harm's way. 1-1 pitch in there, called strike. As Lynn has had no trouble finding the strike zone here. Despite the conditions, he's going to have to wait for this gust before he can attempt to get another pitch away. Now he leans in. And here's a line drive into left center. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Maybe a three-hopper. Going to get it in quickly as the cutoff man can't get it, but that's going to be a double on the line drive from Fuentes. Dominguez with a good job getting it in, but really no chance to hold him to a single there. And that will bring up number 17, Tristan Montez. Montez, the lefty, playing third base today. And there's a pitch inside for ball one. One-0 pitch. Misses away, I guess. Was bell time. And now 3-0 to Montez. Lynn checks the runner at second. Now delivers. And swinging away 3-0 and pops it up. Second baseman, first baseman collide, but still make the play on the pop-up. And Sanchez with a really good play on a high pop fly. Able to fight off the first baseman and make the catch and hold the runner at second base. So one gone, and it will be the 8-hole hitter, Parrish, the right fielder. Swing and a miss for strike number one. Lynn, the 0-1, is inside and gets away from Villa. That's going to be a wild pitch as the runner advances. Villa could not even get the glove on it, although it appeared to go between the hitter and the catcher. Maybe it was behind him. I don't know. I don't think so. Either way, go-ahead run is on third base with 1 out and a 1-1 count to Parrish. And a ball called right as a gust comes in. Two one now. That pitch outside for ball 3.
Hey, dig deep here, bud. You can do it.
3-1 to Parrish. He'll be picky here. Called strike. Makes the count full. Lynn up to 33 pitches. This ball hit deep to center field, and Dominguez can only watch it sail over the fence. Home run for Parrish. Scores 2 runs and gives the Hobbs Eagles a 3-1 lead. And this is what we thought. If the ball is hit well in the air, they're going to have a chance of getting out here, especially down the lines. But both home runs have been to center field. Palomino's was to left center, but that one was to straightaway center field. Dominguez playing in the right spot. He's able to get to the ball if it stays in the yard, but the second ball leaves the facility.
Start again.
And that will bring up the 9-hole hitter. It's John Curtis. And Curtis will be hit by a pitch. And sometimes you wonder, after a home run, getting hit by a pitch, but not today. Last thing the Coyotes want is a base runner here, and you're not trying to send any kind of message. Just got away from him. So we're back at the top of the order with Juan Camacho, the center fielder. He's looking to bunt. Called strike. Runner goes. And might have had him, but couldn't quite make the catch on the throw. So Curtis with the stolen base. And now we'll see if Camacho is still thinking bunt. Probably not. Probably just showing there to allow for the stolen base. Foul ball, strike 2. So now Luke ahead of Camacho, 0-2. Runner on second. 1 out and a 3-1 Hobbs lead. The 0-2 bounces in there. And Villa, good job blocking that one, finding it quickly. Luke delivers the 1-2, swung on and missed for the first strikeout of the game for Luke Lynn.
Let's get it going. Here we go.
So 2 gone now, and Montez, the hitter, the second baseman. Montez grounded out to shortstop his first time up on a nice play from Palomino. Throw over to second. Keeping Curtis close over there. And here's a foul ball back towards the home dugout for strike 1. One on, 2 gone here, top of the second. And an even 1-1 count to Christian Montez, the senior second baseman. Foul ball will not blow back into play. It will be strike 2 instead. So let's see if Lynn can get Montez at the plate here. He cannot. Line drive. It's going to bounce over the head and over the fence. So that's going to be a ground rule double. As Lucero charges that one. But the run will score. So it will be 4-1. And number 13, the catcher, Jaden Hernandez, to the plate. Hernandez hit by a pitch his first time up. Had 2 of those in the ball game. And now a little conversation between Villa and Lynn as they get squared away. One 0 count to Hernandez. Who's seen 6 pitches in this ball game and hasn't seen a strike yet. And now still hasn't. So ball 7 to Hernandez. I don't know if Luke doesn't want to give him anything to hit or just can't seem to find the zone against Jaden. But here's the 3-0. And it's ball 4. And Luke not sure where he missed on that one. And now we're going to get the courtesy runner for Hernandez. And that will be Urahara. So 2 on, 2 out. The hitter is Gaston, the pitcher. Popped out to third his first time up. Ball way up. Went up to 48 pitches here in an inning and 2/3. One 0 pitch swung on up the middle, and they'll just flip it over to second. But there were 2 outs, so that will do it on the fielder's choice. 6-4 put out, and that will do it for the second inning. Hobbs gets 3 runs on 3 hits, 29 pitches. Roswell will have Lucero, Sanchez, and Villa. That's the 7, 8, 9 when we come back. KSVPTV.com. Hobbs up 4-1.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Did you know that Ford Motor Company employs more American workers than any other manufacturer in the United States? Did you also know that Ford Motor Company has the largest manufacturing footprint in the U.S.? That's right, guys. That's why during the month of April, we're going to reconfirm our commitment to you with employee pricing for all. That's right. You pay what we pay. Down here at Roswell Ford, we have hundreds of vehicles to choose from, and we want to put them in your driveway. Come see us today at 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell, New Mexico, or call us at 623-3673. Don't forget to ask for the guy in the tie. Can't wait till you get here.
All right, we are back on a windy, dusty, miserable day here at our yard on the campus of Roswell High School. The Hobbs Eagles have a 4-1 lead on the Roswell Coyotes as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And a couple of fly balls have left the yard already. You had the home run by Jacob Palomino. And you also had the home run by Luke Parrish. Had a third ball leave the yard, but it bounced first. Ground rule double in the last inning. And Game Changer does not have an option for ground rule double for some reason. Maybe that's in the newer version that I don't have. Here's Adrian Lucero looking at the first pitch down low for ball one. Lucero hitting .293 on the year. 12 hits and 10 RBIs. And he's going to pop out to the catcher here for out number one. Hernandez making a nice play behind him. And that will bring up Bino Sanchez, hitting .211 on the season. 12 hits, 8 RBIs, so he's got a lot out of a few hits. And does have a homer. So definitely on a day like today, plenty of power to get one out. Gaston winds and delivers, and here's a high fly ball to center field. He's going to beat. That's going to bounce short, but it's going to be a stand-up double for Bino Sanchez, and right on cue. Bino burns Camacho in center, and that's hard to do on a day like today. Camacho's got to think Camacho's probably playing a little too shallow to get burned. The wind blowing right out. You need to play a little deeper than that, but Bino takes advantage. Nice hit, and that will bring Diego Villa, the catcher, up. And they're going to say he did swing. I thought the pitch might have been a strike. I didn't think he committed there. Villa hitting 185 on the season. And there's a ball. Temporarily gets away from Hernandez, but he's got it. One pitch. Down low for ball two. Villa, just a sophomore. And done a good job at the varsity level this year. After having a strong year on the JV as a freshman. Here's a shot. And that is going to be dropped on a nice attempt. Sanchez is going to try to score as Villa's in for a stand-up double. Going to give him a hit on that one. Camacho got there, but kind of borderline on a day like today, whether or not that's going to be a hit or an error. Going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, call it a double. As we get back to the top of the lineup, and Jacob Palomino, who went yard last time. Coyotes cut into the lead. They still trail 4-2. We're in the bottom of the second inning. They already have one across here with one out. As Villa delivers on the RBI double. Palomino looks at a pitch inside for ball one. Wind may have died down temporarily here. Oh, I'm going to say called strike Looked a little low, but a pretty good pitch from Gaston. Now the 1-1. Villa leads off a second. Healthy lead. And time called by the batter. Not sure Gaston wasn't stepping off at the same time. Here's the pitch, and that's hit right to Coach Lujan. He fields it cleanly and throws poorly back to the pitcher. One ball, two strikes to Palomino. Already with a home run in the game. And ball away, maybe a little low. Hobbs faithful liked it. Not a bad pitch at all, but it will even the count at 2-2. And that's fouled back to the catcher. So we'll get another 2-2 pitch. Gaston already up to 35 pitches here through just an inning and a third. Swing and a miss as Palomino goes down for out number 2. And that will bring up Davian Dominguez, who walked his first time up. And a runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Second inning, 2 outs, 2 inches of dust on my table. All right, we are ready. Dominguez digs in. Gaston looks at second, delivers home, called strike. And not a pitch Dominguez was looking for, called strike though. That one's low for ball 1. Courtesy runner over at second base is Isaiah Roscoe, good speed. And this one is hit high into the air, shouldn't be any trouble. Except they can't decide who's going to make the play, and it's going to be Gaston calling everybody off. Unusual, but it will be good enough for out number 3. So Roswell gets 1 run on 2 hits, 16 pitches. Hobbs will have Kessner, Fuentes, and Montez up when we come back. For the third inning, Roswell trails Hobbs 4-2, KSVPTV.com.
All right, everyone, we want to invite you to the 3rd annual Roswell Honda Classic, where the golf is fun, but better than that, we have free beer, free food, free prizes, and the chance to win this 2025 Honda Civic.
All right, we are back, and we are going to have some defensive changes for the Roswell Coyotes. New pitcher is going to be Diego Villa. He's going to move from catcher to pitcher. Bino Sanchez will move from second base to the catcher position. Joaquin Bolaños will move from third to second base. And Luke Lynn will go from the mound over to third. So that will close the book on Lynn as a pitcher. Pitched 2 innings, faced 13 batters, 49 pitches, 28 of those for strikes. Gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 of those earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 2 hit batters, and 3 left on base. So Villa has been pretty decent as a pitcher this year in limited action. Give you his numbers here. 11 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 14 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned runs, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. And that's good for a 3.60 earned run average. Pretty good. Let's see if he can have another solid outing here in relief of Lynn, as Coach Lujan might be saving Luke and not wanting to get his pitches up too high, possibly for Tuesday, which will be the next game for Roswell, as Sanchez throws the ball over Palomino at second base. So he's warm, right? Kessner to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Popped out in foul territory to the first baseman, Lujan. And he will swing at the first pitch, and they're going to say he got a little piece of it, foul ball, but strike one to Kessner. And Villa having to hold his cap on. He's going to lose it at some point. Oh, 1 pitch is up high, ball one. We're in the top of the third, 4-2 ball game. Visiting Hobbs Eagles lead your Roswell Coyotes. That pitch is down and away for ball 2. And here's a pop-up. And Palomino trying to stay under it, and he will. As Kessner is out on the F6. And that will bring up Jason Fuentes. He doubled on a line drive to left center his first time up. Palomino playing him right exactly there. Called strike one. Villa bounces that one in for ball one. Nice job by Sanchez. Nobody on base. The 1-1 is hit high in the air, and Bolaños makes the play. So 2 really nice plays by the middle infielders on towering pop flies in a 30-mile-an-hour wind. And in case you don't infer my meaning, those are extremely difficult. So 2 gone on 2 pop-ups. And now Montez to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today, popped out to the second baseman, just like Fuentes just did. First pitch is up high for ball one. One-0 pitch swung on and missed. Evens the count. Called strike 2. Villa has the sign, and up high, ball 2. Job by Montez not to go up and chase that one. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And they go down in order for Diego Villa. No runs, no hits, no errors on 12 pitches. Roswell will have Bolaños, Luke Lynn, and Elias Lujan up. When we come back, Coyotes trail 4-2 to Hobbs, KSVPTV.com.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the third inning. Coyotes trail the Hobbs Eagles 4-2. Will be Joaquin Bolaños to the plate. He popped out to second his first time up. And Gaston's still out there at 39 pitches through 2 innings. There's a foul ball back towards us. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, down low, ball 1. Bolaños more hits than any Coyote this year, as he fouls that one away. And 68 at-bats on 71 plate appearances coming into the game. What that tells you, folks, is that he's not going to walk much. He's going to hit or he's going to get out. And here is a shot to the second baseman. Tough play, but made. So Montez has gotten Bolaños out twice. And that will bring the starting pitcher, now third baseman, Luke Lynn, to the plate. Luke grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop his first time up. Looking to get the Coyotes going here in the bottom of the third. Called strike, the off-speed pitch. Here's the 0-1. Hit towards third. Fielded cleanly and thrown across. He'll have to tag him, but he will get him out. 6-3 tag out at first for out number 2. And Elias Lujan, who walked his first time up. We'll be looking to get a 2-out rally started here. Lujan his 8th walk of the season against 15 strikeouts, but Elias has been a run producer this year as he leads the team with 19 RBIs coming into this one. The ball is bounced in there. So 2-0. Lujan ahead in the count. Griffin would be next should Lujan get aboard. Here's a foul ball towards The right field line is going to drop safely to the earth. But it will be strike one to Lujan. Not quite as dusty in the air at the moment as the wind has died down a tad. Bad swing and a miss on a pitch that bounced towards the opposite batter's box. That's one he'd like to have back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And a late swing for out number 3. So Roswell, no runs, no hits, no errors on 11 pitches. Hobbs will have Parrish, Curtis, and Camacho up. When we come back, Coyotes trail 4-2. We head to the 4th on KSVPTV.com.
At National Furniture Liquidators, it's a tax time truckload sale featuring famous Ashley brand furniture. Truckload savings like your choice. 4-piece queen bedrooms just $588. Entertainment centers $148. A 5-piece pub set $295, or an Ashley reclining sofa or love seat just $588 each. Many more savings plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Ashley tax time truckload sale. When it comes to value, quality, and selection, nobody beats Shorty.
All right, we are back. Our yard, Roswell High School. Coyotes trail Hobbs 4-2. Diego Villa on the mound. He had a great inning back in the third. 1-2-3 inning. There's a hot shot to third that is going to be foul for strike one. Luke Lynn was there to get it had it not been. Hitter is Parrish. He's 1 for 1. Homered to center field his last time up. Ooh. Diego just misses inside.
Hang in there, gotta drop it. Forget about it.
1-1 is bounced in there for ball 2. Two-one pitch in there, called strike 2. Catches the outside part of the plate. And that one is going to be a hit by pitch near the bat. So Parrish over to first. Appears to be okay. And now Coach Lovato out to talk to the home plate umpire. Wants to maybe make sure they're not being a little too aggressive in getting in the way of those pitches. Didn't really think so, but we'll see. It's going to bring Curtis to the plate. Curtis was hit by a pitch his first time up. He's looking to bunt, offers. And throw was there but did not apply the tag, so the attempted bunt will go down as a strike. And that's a good throw by Sanchez, especially with a left-handed hitter in the box. Just couldn't quite apply the tag and get the pickoff, but they'll try the conventional pickoff here. Parrish wasn't really off to his lead yet. Second pitch is down, ball one. Villa takes a peek and now will deliver to the plate. Swing and a miss, and it will be well, was it a foul ball? Guess not. So just a swing and a miss and a stolen base for Parrish. So runner in scoring position for Hobbs. And this one's hit straight up in the air. Who will it be? It will be Lujan, the first baseman. So out on the pop-up. As Lujan comes up to make the play, Parrish stays at second, one gone. And the leadoff hitter Camacho to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled his first time up, struck out swinging his second time up. And here's a shot to short. And nice play made by Palomino. As he gets the runner and Parrish not able to advance. As Palomino plays it perfectly. So 2 gone now. And Montez to the plate. Montez grounded out his first time up. Doubled on the ground rule double his second time up. First pitch is up high for ball one. Villa looking to strand his first base runner here. One 0 pitch coming. Not sure where that missed, but ball two. Inside ball three. Not a terrible time for a walk here, as you expect Montez to be taken all the way. Called strike. And did not appear to be in the zone, as Montez is attesting to. Here's a 3-1. Curveball, called strike two. Full count. Here's the pitch. And fouled back towards the visitors' dugout. Hustling over to get its Sansa helmet is a Hobbs Eagle. So we'll get another payoff pitch here with 2 gone. Runner on second base, and that will be ball 4. And again, this is not a terrible place and situation for a walk. Room for him at first. Now you got the force at any bag. But the 3-hole hitter Hernandez coming up. He was hit by a pitch his first time and walked the second time. So not a lot to swing at for Hernandez. There's one to swing at. It's fouled out of play. Strike one. Sorry, foul back to the netting. Called strike on the curveball. And now Villa ahead 0-2 to Hernandez. Looking to strand 2 here in the top of the 4th. That is going to be a hit by pitch to load the bases. And now time called. And Coach Lujan is saying they're leaning in to those pitches. That there have been a lot of hit by pitches here. Can probably tell you just how many. That's the 4th one. And on at least 2 of them, if not 3, case to be made that they are not trying to get out of the way at the very least. It's twice Hernandez has been hit himself. That's going to bring the pitcher Gaston to the plate. He popped out to third and grounded into a fielder's choice. So hit the ball to the left side both times. There's a called strike. Urahara is the courtesy runner. And here's a pop-up, and Palomino under it, and is able to make the play. So they strand 3 as Palomino able to get under it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 22 pitches, 3 left on base. Roswell has Griffin, Lucero, and Sanchez up for the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, 4-2 Hobbs, KSVPTV.com.
April showers? Not here. Instead, we shower you with savings. We have tons of new vehicles, great interest rates, thousands of dollars off, and a bunch of additional upgrades to add on. And don't forget about our Powertrain for Life program on each qualified purchase. No umbrella needed. Just come grab the deal of the season. Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the forecast is always savings.
All right, welcome back to our yard, Roswell High School. Hobbs in the lead 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Roswell is going to have the 6, 7, and 8 hole hitters up. That's Jace Griffin, Adrian Lucero, and Savino Sanchez. Hobbs will return Jackson Gaston to the mound. He has blown through 50 pitches in the first 3 innings, but has allowed only 2 runs to score, and his teammates have backed him up with 4 runs of their own. So we'll see how long they go with Gaston. He's been relatively effective, if not overly efficient. Jace Griffin struck out looking his first time up. Looks at a strike right there on the inside part of the plate. They're going to clean off the plate here. Now we're ready to go. And there's a ball inside, even with more of the plate uncovered. 1-1 pitch from Gaston. And that ball near the feet of Griffin. Two-one pitch inside as well. So 4 pitches, all of them inside, 1 called a strike. Not saying it wasn't a strike, I'm just saying it was on the inside part of the plate. And here's a ball hit to left center. It's got a chance to get down, and it does. And Griffin, good base running, is digging for third, and he is going to be in there on the errant throw from the outfield. Going to give him the triple on that. You know what? I'm going to give him a double on that. And have him advance on the throw. So Griffin standing at third with nobody gone, and Adrian Lucero at the plate. Swing and a miss. Adrian popped out to the catcher his first time up. Called strike there. 0-2 to Lucero. Lucero with not a ton of hits for the season, just 12, but has driven in 10 runs on those hits. So he's been very good with runners in scoring position. That jams him. Pitcher is going to have to go not unassisted. He's going to have to go get it and throw to first. And the run will not be able to score. So jamming him with the ground ball, and a good job by Gaston to go and get that ball that's spinning into the infield and get Lucero at first. That's going to bring up Bino Sanchez. 1 for 1. And that's got a chance to get out of here. Home run. Ties the game. Bino Sanchez. Home run down the line in right field. And second home run of the season for Bino Sanchez. Drives in 2 and ties the game at 4 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Sanchez with the clutch home run. And that will bring up Diego Villa, who's also 1 for 1 in the game. He'll look at the first pitch for a called strike. Bino doubled on a ball to center field. Burned the, actually dropped in the gap. He's going to foul that one back for strike 2. And here's a chopper towards third, is going to be foul. There's a ball up. All right, that pitch will be a ball to even the count at 2-2. And we get a mound visit. Two to Villa. With 1 out here in the 4th, Coyotes have tied the ball game, and Villa hits this one weakly towards the third baseman. He scoops it, bobbles it, and will not be able to make a throw. And that's going to have to be an error on the third baseman. Tough play, but with all that bobbling, I think we have to call that an error. Is that an E5? E-Lin? Eli? E5? All right, verification on the E5. Palomino to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a home run already in this ball game. Looks at a pitch down low for ball 1. Struck out swinging his second time up. And here's a hot shot up the middle and past the shortstop. It's going to get all the way to the fence. And a stand-up double. As they're going to send the runner and no throw. So an RBI. As the courtesy runner Orozco scores. As Jacob with the blast past the shortstop. Goes for a stand-up double, and Orozco able to score on some good base running. So Palomino with a home run and a double in the game. And 2 RBIs already for Jacob Palomino. So with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th, Coyotes take the lead 5-4, and number 2 hole hitter Davian Dominguez, the hitter. And he looks at a pitch down low, ball 1. And that gets away. Wild pitch. And Palomino thought about getting 2 bases on it. Instead, he'll just advance to third. Hernandez stabbed at it. I'm still going to call it a wild pitch, not a pass ball. As Gaston will throw his 70th pitch here through 3 1/3. 2-0 to Dominguez. He hits this one a mile in the air. Should be deep enough to score Palomino. And it will go down as a sacrifice fly. So the sac fly to center as Camacho able to get under it, but it will be an RBI for Davian Dominguez. And the Coyotes now lead 6-4 with 2 outs. And Joaquin Bolaños, who's popped out to second and grounded out to second. Looking to get something to hit here. And there's a ball down for ball 1. Luke Lynn waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. As the wind picks back up again. See if Bolaños can get something up in that wind. See if he can give it a ride. Oh, and that's going to hit him. So another hit batsman, which we've had several of in this game. It's at least 5. And now Luke Lynn to the plate. Lynn's 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice to the shortstop. And grounded out to third. Second time up. Lynn without a home run, but definitely has the power. He's hit a triple and 3 doubles this year. 6 RBIs. 20 hits. There's a called strike to start him off. As Gaston will hit the 75 mark with this pitch. And that is outside for ball 1. Stone does not even look at first base. Maybe he peeked over there, and that's bounced in there for ball 2. Hitter's count here for Luke Lynn as we get a deke over to first. And that ball is down for ball 3. So let's see if Luke gets something he can drive here. The Coyotes look to add to the damage here in the 4th. Lujan waits in the on-deck circle. Another deke to first with no throw. And again. And ball 4. So good at bat from Lynn. And now 2 on for Elias Lujan. Lujan walked and had a terrible at bat his last time up, which is unusual for him. But now a chance to redeem himself. With 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th inning. Coyotes lead 6-4. 4 of those runs coming here in the 4th. And Elias Lujan would love to add to that total here. Here's a pitch that gets away, and Coach Lujan is exasperated at Joaquin Bolaños for not getting to third. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Oh, and here's a shot that has a chance. Get out of here. Home run. Elias Lujan, a 3-run shot to left field. And boy, did he ever make up for that last at-bat. As he absolutely crushes one towards the tennis courts and hits a 3-run shot. His second home run of the year as he's greeted at home plate by a quartet of Coyotes. And it is now 9-4 Roswell. And we are going to get a substitution here. Jace Griffin is out. And Isaac Orozco will be the hitter. Isaac with just 3 plate appearances on the season. Looking for his first hit. He has scored 7 runs. All of those as a courtesy or pinch runner. So Isaac Orozco, with the bases cleared by Lujan, gets a chance to get on base. Ball up high and in to Orozco, ball 1. That one's fouled back to the screen. We anticipated a bit of a home run derby with the wind doing what it is today. And sure enough, we have seen 3 by the Coyotes and 2, I believe, by Hobbs. I'll have to double check that one. That ball's in the dirt for ball 2. Ball outside, 3-1 to Orozco. All right, here's the 3-1 to Orozco. And he is going to get after it and hit it foul out of play. So that will make it 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss will end the inning, but the damage done. Roswell gets 7 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 36 pitches. Hobbs will have Kesner, Fuentes, and Montez coming up for the 5th inning with the Coyotes ahead 9-4 on KSVPTV.com.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
All right, welcome back to our yard, Roswell High School. Your Coyotes lead the Hobbs Eagles 9-4 as we head to the top of the 5th inning, and it will be Cole Kesner to the plate. He popped out his first time and his second time up. As the lights come on here at our yard, looks at the first pitch down low for ball 1. Kesner, the first baseman. Talked to him a little bit on Tuesday. Nice kid. (2-0) from Villa, now 3-0 down low to the 6-foot Kesner. Should be taken here. Down 5 runs. He is. Called strike. Hats off to the production crew for wearing red today. I love it. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. We're kind of triplets here, all wearing red shirts. And ball 4 on a full count. So a leadoff walk for Kesner. And Fuentes will come to the plate. Doubled his first time up, popped out to second his second time up. So they'll be looking for something hit up the middle here. Villa delivers. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. Gets ahead of Fuentes. Fuentes the shortstop today. That's hit foul, and it will stay foul for strike 2. Villa takes a look and now delivers from the stretch. And that ball is hit right up the middle just as predicted. Rolls all the way and gets away from Dominguez in center. It's going to be a single and a 2-base fielding error. Hard ground ball hit. Dominguez waiting for it. Played it right. Got down in front of the ball, but it just rolled up on him. And Kesner is going to score on the fielding error by Dominguez. Fuentes safe at third. So the hitter will be Montez. Called strike on his first offering. He popped out his first time up and then struck out swinging. He's going to hit this ball hard and over the head of Dominguez. And that's the second ground rule double of the ball game for Hobbs. And once again, ground rule double is not available on my version of Game Changer. Fuentes scores. Montez takes his spot. Well, no, because he was at third. Takes his place on second base. And Parrish, who's 1-for-1, comes to the plate as Hobbs gets 2 runs. And now a ball hit right at Palomino, and he makes a bad throw over to first. So the error on Palomino. And they're going to send the runner home. I believe because the ball went in the dugout. So those runs will score on that same play. It's the only thing I can think happened over there. So Hobbs gets another run and cuts the lead to 2, and now the tying run is at the plate in the person of John Curtis. He's going to hit this one out of play, or not out of play, but foul. Curtis 0 for 1 in the game, hit by a pitch his first time up, popped out to first his second time up. Hitting in the 9-hole. He's the left fielder and a left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss there. Pitch out of the zone. Chased one from Villa. So runs have scored, but it hasn't really been Diego Villa's fault. He's given up some hits, but it's the errors that have got him across, and they're going to say that one's inside, I guess, for ball 1. Roswell High faithful thought it was strike 3. As the wind picks up again. Swing and a miss. And ball is dropped, but it will be a strikeout, so that'll bring Camacho to the plate. Camacho 1 for 3, singled his first time up to left, struck out swinging and grounded out. Only one gone here in the top of the 5th. Coyotes lead 9-7. Diego Villa up to 50 pitches now. And here is a hard hit ball to left. It's got a chance to get out, and it does. 2-run home run for Juan Camacho. Ties the ball game. So we will start things over here in the top of the 5th with 1 out. And the home run derby continues. That's 6 home runs, I believe, either 5 or 6. 5 for sure. Let's just take a quick look. Palomino, Sanchez, Lujan. It's just 5. Look at that play by Bolaños. Beautifully done. Great play by both Bolaños and Lujan to make that play deep up the middle for out number 2. So it is just 5 home runs and not 6. 3 by the Coyotes, 2 by the Eagles. And now Hernandez, the 3-hole hitter, who's been hit by a pitch twice and walked once. Called strike there. You would think the 3-hole hitter capable of hitting one out too. Here's the 0-1 from Villa, called strike 2. Someone else having to go out into the tennis courts to get baseball. Way up high, ball 1. Now action in the Hobbs bullpen. And here's a deep shot to left. No, he did not catch it. Bobbled it off the glove. And I'm not sure what happened out there. I kind of thought he caught it. And then he thought it might have gone off his glove and over the fence. But it's going to go down as a, I guess, a double. So we're not going to call it an error because I'm not sure what happened out there. And now Gaston hits one hard to third. And that is going to be E5 on the hard ground ball, as Luke Lynn cannot get the glove on it. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs in a tie ball game. And for the second time this inning, it's going to be Cole Kessner to the plate. He's popped out twice and walked in the ball game. Up high, ball 1 to the big first baseman. And here's a shot up the middle, and it bounces through. Bad hop. It's going to be a single. As Palomino can't corral it on the bad hop. Another run scores, so Hobbs retakes the lead 10-9. And Fuentes to the plate. He's been dangerous. He's hit a double. He's hit a single. Both hit hard. Pitch is up for ball 1. Runners at the corners. Pitch down and away for ball 2. I would think the next pitcher would be either Adrian Lucero, possibly Jacob Palomino. Here's a line drive to left, is going to score another run. That ball gets away from Lucero. This has a chance to score another run. They're going to hold Kessler as Lucero does get the ball in. It's going to be a single and a fielding error. On Lucero, as Fuentes will get there on that same error, and now a mound visit. Suppose you might see Joaquin Bolaños pitch if they decide to make a change. I don't think they will. Otherwise, you'd probably see Coach Lujan out there and not Coach Lovato. So after the Coyotes get 7 runs in the bottom of the 4th, Hobbs comes back with 7 runs here in the top of the 5th, and they're not done with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Going to stay with Villa, at least temporarily. Montez will be the hitter. He popped up to second, struck out swinging, and then doubled to center. Montez, the third baseman, hitting from the left side against Villa. And that pitch is going to miss somewhere. Maybe up. The 1-0 swing and a miss as Montez swung out of his socks on that one. There's a ball inside. Good job by Sanchez to make sure that ball stays in front of him. Reaching to his right. Now the 2-1 to Montez, and they throw over to third. And now 3-1. There is room for him over at first. 8-hole hitter Parrish would be next. And that's who it'll be as Montez draws the walk. So now bases loaded for Parrish, and Parrish already has a home run in the ball game. And he will not get a chance to hit against Villa. Let's see who it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be Bolaños. But we'll see. When we take a break, we're going to have a pitching change. Coyotes trail 11-9 here, top of the fifth, KSVPTV.com.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
All right, welcome back to our yard. Campus Roswell High School on a windy, dusty, miserable day for baseball. And we anticipated with the wind blowing out steadily at plus 30 and gusting probably to 50 that we might have a bit of a home run derby, and we have had exactly that. 5 home runs in the ball game. And now Joaquin Bolaños comes in relief with 2 gone here in the top of the 5th, but the bases loaded, throwing to Luke Parrish, who already has a home run in this game. First pitch is up high. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice curveball by Joaquin Bolaños. Time called by Parrish. Now we're ready. Bolaños pitching from the stretch with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss, and he swung so hard he lost the bat. Boy, don't see that very often. Luckily, it went backwards and didn't hit the catcher or the umpire. And I think Sanchez just asked me if he wants to borrow his batting gloves. Nah, just kidding. He's wearing them. Here's the 1-2 from Bolaños. Struck him out, swinging to leave him loaded. So Roswell has new life, but they do trail by 2. They give up 7 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors, and 37 pitches. Roswell have Lucero, Sanchez, and Villa up when we come back. KSVPTV.com.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2668.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, welcome back to the fireworks show, the home run derby here at our yard at Roswell High School. If you like home runs, this is the game you should have come to. If you like the wind, you're smart to stay home. Roswell with 3 home runs and Hobbs with 2. And Hobbs up 11-9 here as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And it's Adrian Lucero fouling the first pitch off from number 4, Jackson Gaston. He's up to 87 pitches. But they're still going with him. Did have a pitcher warm up. I didn't see who it was last inning. Bounces that one in for ball 1. Ball goes off the bricks and halfway back out to the pitcher. He's going to let him choose which one he wants. Savino Sanchez waits in the on-deck circle after hitting a 2-run home run his last time up. Here's the 1-1 to Lucero, and he hits one that might get out of here. And it is a home run, first career home run for Adrian Lucero as he gets it down the line inside the fair pole. And home run derby continues here on KSVPTV.com. That one got out in a hurry. I'm going to call that a line drive home run to left. Adrian Lucero with his first career home run. Somebody find that baseball for Adrian. And that gets the Coyotes 2 within 1 with nobody gone here in the bottom of the 5th. And Bino Sanchez, who has a double and a home run in this ball game, to the plate. And there's a shot down the third base line. Is going to be a base hit, and Bino's going to dig for second. And the throw gets away, but he'll stay right there. So Bino doesn't want to hit for the cycle. He stretches that single into a double. Down the third baseline. And the tying run in scoring position with nobody gone. And Diego Villa to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's got a double in this game. And has been on base twice. He reached on an error his last time up. And they're going to make sure that Bino touched first. Throw over there an appeal. Nothing wrong with that if you don't think you did. I'll be honest, I wasn't looking. There's a called strike down low corner of the zone. The 0-1 is fouled back for strike 2. So now he'll have to battle. Big hitters coming up for the Coyotes as Palomino waits on the on-deck circle and Damian Dominguez in the hole with nobody gone. Swing and a miss for Villa for out number 1. Here's Jacob Palomino, homered his first time up, struck out swinging his second time up, and then doubled his third time up. So 2 hits already in the game for Jacob, playing in just his 7th game of the year. And they're going to leave the tying run at second and not risk trying to go to third there on the ball that bounces into the catcher, as Gaston will be at 95 pitches after this one. Palomino awaits the 1-0. And that's outside for ball 2. Hitters count here for Jacob. Called strike on the off speed, maybe a curveball. Jacob didn't want to swing at that one. Maybe a little up in the strike zone. And outside ball 3, so traditional hitters count here, as Gaston will not want to put the go-ahead run on with 1 gone. But he'll do just that. Ball 4, and they do get the runner across. And that is Jones Witt, the courtesy runner, as Sanchez is now the catcher. So ball 4. And a stolen base for Jones Witt. So tying run 90 feet away. And the very dangerous Davian Dominguez to the plate. Davian walked, popped out, and out on a sac fly. Check swing, and that is going to tie the ball game. On the wild pitch. So Jones Witt scores on the wild pitch. Palomino to second. And once again, we got a do-over. 11-11 here in the bottom of the 5th. See if the Coyotes can take the lead here. They do have Palomino, the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base with 1 gone. The 1-0 is up high for ball 2 on the 100th pitch by Gaston. Not showing signs of fatigue, however. He's still got good velocity on his pitches. Haven't seen a drop there. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch with good velocity by Gaston. Pitch 101. Might have been faster than pitch one in this game. Two and one to Dominguez. And misses inside. So 3-1 now. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good at bat by Dominguez already. Let's see if he can win it. Here's the 3-1. Outside, and I've got ball 4. Well, I had that as ball 4. I guess it's full count. And it still will be on that foul ball. So, home plate umpire must have been not very deliberate on one of those strike calls. I thought that was ball 4, but that's all right. We'll get a payoff pitch here. We'll see what Palomino does. They are still holding him somewhat, haven't thrown there. Another foul ball. Dominguez. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and they're going to say it's strike 3. And not everyone agrees with that strike call. Either way, it's out number 2. We're in a tie ball game, bottom of the 5th, 11-11. Joaquin Bolaños, who's hitless in the game, popped out second, grounded out second, hit by a pitch. Chance to be hero here. Swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. And that's popped up. Looks to be playable. Tailing back into fair territory and making the catch is Kessner. And that will do it for the Coyotes here in the 5th. They do get the tying runs across. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 left on base, 22 pitches. Hobbs will have Curtis Camacho Montez up. That's 9-1-2. When we come back for the 6th, tie ball game, KSVPTV.com.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Are they pink or are they raspberry sorbet? Are they orange or are they Caribbean coral? Hi, this is Ben from Roswell Seed Company, and of course, we're talking about geraniums, along with petunias and lantanas. We raise them in our greenhouse, then send them home with you to brighten up the world. And while we may disagree on what to call them, there's no doubt they're the prettiest flowers anywhere. So come get yours while the selection is best. But you're going to have to pick them out yourself because I'm colorblind.
All right, we are back. Top of the 6th inning, 11-11 ball game. Hobbs and Roswell. Joaquin Bolaños will return to the bump to face 9-hole hitter John Curtis, leadoff man Juan Camacho, and 2-hole hitter Christian Montez. Coyotes need 3 outs and 1 run to win the ball game. 6 outs, I should say. They would have to get outs in the 7th as well. This has been a wild one, a home run derby. Don't know if we've seen the last one yet either. All right, here we go. Curtis the hitter, Bolaños the pitcher. He's going to try to bunt his way on. 2-hopper back to Bolaños. He makes the throw for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. As Bolaños makes the play. Hobbs looking for a small ball bunt base hit there to no avail. So here's Camacho, 2 for 4 on the day with a single and a home run his last time up. Called strike there. Oh, 1, fooled him with the curveball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 misses outside. Here's the 1-2. Way up high, ball 2. Way up high, ball 3. Full count. Camacho swings, hits one a mile but foul as it leaves the yard. Straighten that one out and it would have been home run number 2 for Camacho. Another 3-2 pitch. And this is hit weakly in the infield, and Palomino there for the pop fly out. So probably dodged a bullet there. The Coyotes will take it. So here's Montez. He's hit a double to left, ground rule double variety. Grounded out twice, walked once. Looks at the first pitch up for ball 1. And here's a pop fly to right. And under it is Orozco to end the inning. We're going to say fly ball and not pop fly. Fly out to Orozco in right field. The first defensive play he's had to make today. So Hobbs goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, 10 pitches. Roswell will have Luke Lynn, Elias Lujan, and Isaac Orozco when we come back for the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. KSVPTV.com.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, welcome back to our yard, and we are going to get a new pitcher for Hobbs.
9's in for 4, but 4 is going to DH still.
All right, so the new pitcher is going to be Parrish, coming in from right field. And the new right fielder will be number 9, Carson Phillips, but the DH will remain Jackson Gaston. So there's your changes. So new pitcher, it is Parrish. And sounds like the Coyotes will also have a new pitcher for the next inning, so we'll let you know who that is. It might be Jacob Palomino. So here we go. Coyotes need 1 run and 3 outs to get the win. They could do it with more than 1 run, but that would be the minimum. Luke Lynn to the plate to lead things off for Roswell. He grounded into a fielder's choice, grounded out again, and walked. His 4th time to the plate. And Parrish is going to throw outside for a ball, his first pitch. And Luke would be wise to wait till he throws a strike, I think, as that one goes a couple feet over his head. I believe there will be a JV game after this one. Two one now to Lynn. And that one gets away. 3-1 now. So the only pitch that Parrish has thrown that has been close was fouled off by Lynn. Needs to not chase here. He represents the go-ahead run. Called strike there. Looked to be a pretty good pitch. So full count now. Ooh, nearly hit him, but he will go to first on ball 4. And that will bring up Elias Lujan, who walked his first time up, struck out swinging his second time up, and hit a home run his last time up to center field. So the go-ahead run at first, nobody gone. Elias Lujan at the plate. And looks the first pitch away, ball 1. Parrish with a look at first, the second look, and now delivers from the stretch, and he hits Lujan. And Lujan kind of acting like maybe that hit the bat and keeps looking back out into the infield. I hope he's not saying anything to anybody. It's going to be a hit by pitch. And this looks like potentially a bunt situation with Isaac Orozco. We'll see. And is that 7 hit by pitch in this game? A bunch. All right, so now we're going to get Now this is interesting. Lujan, I don't think Lujan thought that hit him. I think he thought it hit the bat. And maybe that's what Hobbs was asking too, but either way, it's going to stay as a hit batsman. And now I'm expecting Orozco to bunt here, but let's see. Shows bunt, but the ball goes way high for ball one, and he's able to get the bat back. So that may have been a wasted pitch to try to see if they for sure were going to show bunt. They did. And there is the bunt, and it's a good one. So Orozco does his job. Sacrifice bunt. Moves the runners. So Lynn to third, Lujan to second, and Adrian Lucero to the plate. He hit a home run his last time up. So the go-ahead run on third. That ball in the dirt. Almost in the grass before the dirt. Good job by the catcher, Hernandez, to keep that ball from going past him. But it will be ball one to Lucero. So the next two guys up for Roswell have both hit home runs in this game. And there are already two on for Roswell. Roswell needs to score, but they need more than one run, as they'll have a new pitcher up and the middle of the Hobbs order up for the seventh. And that ball is bounced in there for ball three. So Lucero will be taken all the way here. He will not swing at this pitch. I'm buying steak dinner if he does, all right? Here's the 3-0 and way up for ball four. So Lucero draws the walk on 4 pitches, and now Bino Sanchez, who has 2 doubles, a home run in this game. And just 2 RBI, I guess. I thought he had more, but he has absolutely crushed the baseball today. And now with 1 out and the bases loaded, a chance. And that ball gets away, but once again, a good job by Hernandez to keep Luke Lynn from trying to get home on that play. Will be ball one. Diego Villa waits in the on-deck circle. Another ball in the dirt. Another good job by the catcher. And Hobbs may be having to think about plan C for their pitchers today, as plan B is struggling right now. And here's a high fly ball to left. Should be deep enough to score the go-ahead run. There's the tag. No one else will tag, but that will be an RBI sacrifice fly for Bino Sanchez. And his 3rd RBI of the day. So the runners do not advance, except for Lynn. But the Coyotes take the lead. There's a called strike low in the zone as Diego Villa has a little practice swing like a golf club. And here's a drive to center, but right at the center fielder for out number 3. So the line out, Camacho didn't have to move a step, but the Coyotes do get the go-ahead run. They take the lead 12-11 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Hernandez, Gaston, and Kessner. When we come back, KSVPTV.com.
April showers? Not here. Instead, we shower you with savings. We have tons of new vehicles, great interest rates, thousands of dollars off, and a bunch of additional upgrades to add on. And don't forget about our Powertrain for Life program on each qualified purchase. No umbrella needed. Just come grab the deal of the season. Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the forecast is always savings.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the Powertrain Warranty for Life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome back. And just when you think you've seen everything, we're going to have Diego Villa coming back in to catch. So he started the game as the catcher, went to pitcher, and now he's going back to catcher. That's not sure I've seen that at the high school level. I'm sure it's happened, but a very unusual situation for a catcher to start a game, be replaced, especially as the pitcher, and then go back to catch. But that's exactly what has happened. The new pitcher is Jacob Palomino, just his second appearance as a pitcher this year. Of course, he was all district as a pitcher last year, but coming in late from basketball and then getting injured means that Jacob, who I don't believe has recorded an out yet this year, is in to pitch. Other defensive changes, Bino Sanchez moves to the shortstop position. Bolaños goes back to second base. So your lineup, and then we also have a change in center field as Alejandro Serrano is in defensively at center field. So here we go, Jacob Palomino with a chance for a save here and a chance to give the Coyotes a much-needed district win. First pitch is down for ball one. The hitter is Hernandez, three-hole hitter who's 1 for 1, hit by a pitch twice and walked. Fouls that one off for strike one. One pitch coming. Fouled off strike two. As Palomino tried the curve, I believe, there. Palomino steps off, and now he's ready. Hernandez stays in the box. And the 1-2 fouled off again as Hernandez just gets a piece to stay alive. And now Lujan loses his hat at first. He's got it. Another 1-2 pitch from Palomino is up for ball two. Palomino with quite a bit of breaking stuff here. Two is way up high for ball three and full count. That was definitely a fastball. Just didn't get the finish he wanted. Payoff pitch Way up, ball 4. So Hernandez with the leadoff walk. And Gaston to the plate. Gaston, the starting pitcher, pitched well over 100 pitches, but he's 0 for 4 as a hitter. As we're going to get the courtesy runner over at first for Hernandez, the catcher. And I believe it's Urahara. Swing and a miss for Gaston. Good looking curveball from Palomino. Jacob looks at first and now delivers. Good job by Villa. Keep that in front of him. Gets away from Palomino just a tad. One pitch, up high, ball 2. Again, an all-district pitcher last year. But very limited this year as a pitcher. Swing and a miss from Gaston. And just misses for ball 3 there. So once again, full count. And this ball hit in the air to center field, and catch made by Orozco. He's got a chance to double him at first, but the throw just offline. So batter is out in center. Serrano throws to first, but Urahara able to get back. There's out number 1. And now Kessner to the plate. Kessner popped up twice, walked, and then singled to center. And here's a shot to second base. Played nicely by Bolaños to get out number 2, and they've got him hung up at third, and that's the ball game. Ill-advised base running. And a double play as Bolaños goes 4, 3, 5 to get Urahara, and that is the ball game. So we'll go right to the statistics. The winning pitcher is going to be Joaquin Bolaños. Losing pitcher is going to be Parrish. And it's going to be a save for Jacob Palomino. Let's go right to the box score. So for Hobbs, Gaston goes 5 innings, 9 hits, 11 runs. 6 of those earned, 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. Parrish, kind of the tough luck loss. He only gave up 1 run on no hits, 2 walks, but he does take the loss. Hitting for Hobbs, home runs by Camacho and Parrish, doubles by Montez, Fuentes, Hernandez, and Montez, the other Montez with a Z. They get 9 hits, 9 RBI, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. For Roswell, Luke Lynn got the start, pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Diego Villa came in to pitch 2 2/3. He gave up 7 runs on 6 hits, but only 4 of those earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Bolaños comes in for an inning and a third, gives up no runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, and a strikeout. He gets the win. And Jacob Palomino comes in, pitches 1 inning, 1 walk, and he gets the save. Hitting for the Coyotes, it was home runs by Adrian Lucero, Elias Lujan, Jacob Palomino, and Savino Sanchez. Doubles, 2 by Savino Sanchez, 1 by Villa, 1 by Griffin, 1 by Palomino. And sacrifice flies by Dominguez and Sanchez. In the hitting department, multiple hits from Sanchez. He was 3 for 3. 2 for 3 for Palomino with 2 RBI. Sanchez had 3 RBI, as did Elias Lujan with that 3-run home run. Also 6 walks in the game drawn by the Coyotes. 2 for Luke Lynn, 1 for Palomino, 1 for Dominguez, 1 for Lucero. So the Coyotes improved to 9-12. They improved to 1-1 in district play, and their next game will be Tuesday, and that will be in Clovis, I believe. I've got it in front of me. I'm just trying to remember. I should have just looked. But that game will, I don't believe there's any broadcast on that game. It will be, let's see. Don't have it in front of me. Anyway, our next broadcast will be against the Clovis Wildcats, and that will be 2 much-needed district wins for the Roswell Coyotes as they try to sneak in to the postseason. Thanks for tuning in, KSVP.com for Coyote Baseball. Coyotes get the win. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.